What can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family motto. Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy. I've been on the come up, counting money till my thumbs hurt. No Birdman, bitch, but I'm a stunner. Just watch how you run up. I keep a couple gunners. I've been grinding all winter just to flex all over summer shit. Wrist cold when I fall through. Rose go to my arm, boo. In and out of my city, but come whenever I call you. Who gon' love me more than when I'm stacking out on tour? Them hoes that made it past security, they knocking on my door. You gon' be there when they gone. Show my love by getting more. Hustle so you ain't alone. You won't leave me, that's for sure. I'm talking Benjis, Franklin's, all these hundos on my floor. I just broke a couple bands, believe me, I've been going hard. I'm tipping bottle after bottle, swerving model after model. Who won't cash? That's the motto. Spend it like I hit the lotto. Yeah, I'm loving my life. I know that I ain't shit without you. Actions speak louder than words. They broke cause they just talk about you, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy. Money bag after money bag, I'm the man now. Play the cards that I was dealt and I ain't need no handouts. Fresh on every set, give respect, mama out of debt. Got a new connect, we the best, homie run the check. Wifey got a new bag, new house, you mad? We just doing us, feeling wavy, fuck a do-rag. This that no stress flow, bobbing on my ex. She don't love cash, kiss my ass, baby XO. Thank you for that line, Mr. West, but I'm next though. Hey, you me the set, bitch, I'm blessed, sipping XO. For the love of money, I stay fucking hungry. I parted ways with the kitchen, that just wasn't for me. Every show they love me, now I'm showing love back. They ain't taking nothing from me, so I throw a couple stacks. You when I'm in your town, have some fun, blow a bag. Fuck with me when I'm around, trust me, shorty, I'll be back. I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy.
Yay. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Alphabets Football Show. I'm your host, Marcus the Alphabets. We're going to take you about an hour-long journey to discuss our favorite sport in the whole wide world, but in particular, Bills-Dolphins Thursday night game, our second week 2. Last week we had a really great game. This week I think we're going to have another one. Chiefs-Ravens last week, AFC East battle this week. Dolphins and Bills getting it on in Hard Rock Cafe Stadium. But first things first, I'd like to introduce my lovely co-host. I call her Miss Bruce Willis, that she's die hard. Mona, what's good?
Hey, everybody. Looking forward to this game.
I'm looking forward to the NFL has outdone themselves for 2 straight weeks because normally the Thursday games are garbage dumpster juice. They're garbage dumpster. Not you got regular trash, like the warm trash is up top. Then you got the not so bad trash, and then you go all the way to the bottom, the stuff that's all of the Coke and just nasty stuff at the bottom of the trash can. That's what Thursday games usually are. They usually give us some trash game, but we got a good
another good matchup.
Game. What's up, Ro? What's good, my brother, my real brother, Dalton? What's up? Ronnie Betts Jr., my brother, my brother 2 years younger than me. What's up, man? If you're a football fan, like and share the show. We're not going to be on here too long because we do our normal show on Friday nights.
Right.
But we want to focus specifically. I'll ask some questions, but we really want to focus on this and get out some information and talk about it a little bit before we head to the game so we can enjoy the game. Because remember, we did our show on Friday and the damn game was still going on, so we really couldn't. We're trying to get updates and stuff. So
Right.
let's get this party started. If you know anybody who likes football, or Bills fans, Dolphins fans, or just overall football fans, get your ass up in.
And like and tag everybody too. We're still coming, live on YouTube now, and I'm posting, the share link, but I'm still having problems actually being able to tag everybody.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point.
We'll figure it out. Get up in here, and we will get it. We will get it together. We're going to do about a 45-minute show. Make our prediction. By the way, if you're in the Alphabets Football Show Pick'ems League, I think we're up to 58 people now. I don't have $58 58 people worth of money, but it's cool. It's all good. We gonna figure it all out. Mona, she's whipping
Hey,
ass.
John, good to see you.
She's doing big things here. Mona, she's leading it. She's 15-1 last week.
Hey, Dwayne, good to see you.
She had a perfect week 1 week. I don't think it was a 16. It wasn't a 16-0 week, but it was like
last
2 years. Was it last year?
Last year. Yeah, I had
Last year?
a perfect week with us and a perfect week in Chuck's sports cruise.
Okay. Well, that's cool, Okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, if you make sure you make your picks. Some of y'all aren't making your picks. Well, Mona don't care because Mona's like, that's fine. I'll win me another jersey. I don't give a damn. So make your picks. I mean, it's just easy. It takes like 5 seconds. And my suggestion to you, don't make your Sunday picks on Thursday night because there's a lot of stuff going on. You may want to wait to make your pick for this game, depending on who plays. It's just a suggestion. You do what you want to do, but
Well, I think you have to have it in like so many minutes prior to the game start.
like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And once it does, it locks. It's just like fantasy football. Once the game kicks off, if you try to pick it, it won't let you pick it. The computer locks you out. So it's just like fantasy football. So we're gonna get started here because we wanna get this information out. We want to disseminate this information and then let y'all get on so y'all can watch the game and I have to go eat some wings. But yeah. So, anyways, firstly, let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Like and share. Subscribe to the channel too. If you're watching it on Facebook, on YouTube, go up there to the top you'll see our little logo up there and just subscribe. It helps. And I want to make some money. So anyways, Thursday night football. I like money. Mona, you like money? I like money. I love money. Thursday night football. We got a game tonight. Like I said, AFC East battle. I hope it's a battle. It's been kind of one-sided lately. You ain't really. I know y'all hate. I know some of y'all, Jay Renat. I know some of y'all hate when I say it's not a rivalry. Listen, I'm gonna say this in the plainest of terms. It is not a rivalry. If one side always wins, it's not a battle. It's not. It's just not. It
is because most of the time their scores are really close.
Doesn't matter. In the end,
I still call that a rivalry. I still call it a rivalry, even when the Patriots were like killing everybody in the AFC East. You know, they still had rivals against the Bills. They had rivals against the Jets.
He lost like 4 games to them in 20
I
years.
understand this. I understand
It's
this.
like Herm Edwards.
I agree with Stanfield when he said, regardless, they are still rivals in that division.
Okay.
Like you know what? Pittsburgh has owned the Cleveland Browns, but we still consider them a rival when we play them because the AFC North is the black and blue division, and when we play, usually players get injured and are out for 3 or 4 games.
No. There were 2 years that the Cleveland Browns won 1 game in 2 years. They were 1 in 30. They were 1 in 31.
I'm talking about prior to that.
Okay, but
before they became the Baltimore Ravens,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This iteration of the Cleveland Browns, the ones that came back in like '99 with Tim Couch as the number 1 overall pick.
I agree.
See, the Baltimore Ravens are the old Browns. They're the old Browns, the ones that used to fight y'all. This iteration of the Cleveland Browns is not y'all's rivals. If we play pool 13 times and I beat you 11 times, you are not my rival. You are my punching bag. You are my sparring partner. That's what you are. I beat you. If I play you and I beat you up and take your lunch money and smack you on the ass and walk away, we are not rivals. We're not equals. We're just not. If I've arm wrestled with some people, and if I beat you all the time, you're not my rival. We just arm wrestle a lot, but you're not my rival. So right now, until further notice, the Buffalo Bills, and I get it all the time, Marcus, you're a Buffalo Bills hater. Marcus, you're a Josh Allen hater. I just call it like I see it. Just like the way that Tom Brady used to smack y'all around all the time.
Yep.
That's what y'all are now. So everybody that plays you going forward is going to play you like it's the AFC Championship, like it's for the AFC East title. Even if they're, not that good, they're going to play you. That's how you lose to a team like the Jets last year, week 1, to Zach Wilson, who wasn't even supposed to play when Aaron Rodgers gets hurt on the first series. They're going to play you hard because now, there is some pride to that, but as far as we are not equals. we're not equals. If you haven't won a division championship in 18 years, because Tom Brady won 11 in a row. And I think the Bills have won like 5 or 6 in a row. For 17, 18 years, you haven't even won an AFC East championship. Look, it's hard to win Super Bowls. It's hard to win Super Bowls, but you can at least win your division. So, look, the Buffalo Bills this offseason, they had a high turnover. We all know, they lost, they lost Stephon Diggs. They lost Gabe Davis. They lost both of their safeties. They had a lot of turnover there. But, they go into the draft. They go get a Keon Coleman. Some people were upset about that. I saw some people, they wanted Xavier Worthy. It doesn't help that Xavier Worthy had a hell of a game last week. But I don't think that Xavier Worthy is what you needed. You didn't need a 5'8", 5'9", 160-pound wide receiver. The receiver that you really needed was a Keon Coleman out of Florida State, or I think I mocked to y'all Xavier Worthy. You needed a bigger frame wide receiver that could play outside and maybe a jump ball specialist or something like that. I know you saw Xavier Worthy last week. I had people in the comments saying, man, that's weak. I can't believe we gave the Chiefs Xavier Worthy. You didn't need Xavier Worthy. You don't need a guy. There's only so many teams that could use a guy like Xavier Worthy. The Chiefs, they're one of those teams. They run a lot of trick plays and stuff like that. He's not a guy that you can line up on the outside every play and have him beat man coverage. You put him on jet sweeps, you put him in space, you get him on the move where he can use his all-world speed. The touchdown that he scored, the first one he scored was a jet sweep. He comes around from the left side, Mahomes flicks it to him, he outruns everybody to the end zone.
Yeah.
That's not what you need. You need a guy who can, muscle up and line up and battle against Sauce Gardner. That's the kind of guy that you need. So,
and see, when there was a question of Mike Evans with Tampa Bay Bucks, I even thought, man, that would have been a great pickup for the Buffalo Bills. A big-bodied wide receiver who's going to go out and fight for the ball. Look, T. Higgins is one of those guys, and I don't think he's there because I do think they will sign Jamar Chase. I think they're going to sign him. T. Higgins is out the door next year, and I think Buffalo should do everything they can to get that guy. I think T. Higgins would be great for Josh Allen.
And he's going to make a lot of money. If you look at the wide receiver market, you've seen all their wide receivers getting paid. Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, who else got A.J. Brown, all of these top-notch wide receivers. And everybody's like, why hasn't Chase gotten paid? Chase technically still has 2 years on his deal. That's where the technicality comes. And I just don't think that they have the money to pay Higgins. They just don't. And this is why you should have drafted Penei Sewell. But anyways, some of the
maybe your quarterback wouldn't have been out last year.
And yeah, you protect your quarterback. I mean, it's all great to go get toys and stuff like that, but you got to protect him. Ask Bryce Young how he's feeling about his weapons. Just saying.
And still no offensive line.
Offensive line. You spent your second round pick. You used it on a running back coming off a torn ACL. I think Jonathan Brooks is going to be okay. I got him in all of my fantasy leagues and my IR, and I'm hoping he does something. He'll probably be good in Dynasty, maybe towards the end of the year, but you're not getting anything from him. You're running with Chuba Hubbard, and you're hoping that this guy comes back, So speaking of injured running backs, this guy, he led the league in rushing touchdowns last year. I think he had like 20 rushing touchdowns. Raheem
I thought Josh Jacobs.
No, this guy right here. I had him in fantasy. He won me a fantasy championship in ACC.
Dalton said Worthy reminds him of Percy Harvin.
Harvin was built a little bit bigger. Harvin was probably about 185, about 190 pounds. Harvin played a little running back. I remember Harvin coming out of Florida. He was on those Tebow teams at Florida, and they moved him all. He's a chess piece. He really didn't have he played running back. He played slot. He played on the outside. He kick return. He's a weapon. Like, you got guys like that. They're just a weapon.
I like the way they were playing Debo this past weekend because of CMC being out. I mean, they had him all over the field. He was running. He was all
over the place. I mean, they fed the kid Jordan Mason, but he played a little bit more running back than he would have.
Mason had a great.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't need him, but he got a couple of snaps. He got like maybe 3 or 4 snaps at running back. But that kid Jordan Mason, good Lord, he showed his ass. So, Mostert is out. They've already ruled him out. He's 31 years old. I think that if it was like playoffs type environment, I think that he probably would play. He's 31 years old. They're looking at the long run. This guy, he had 20 touchdowns last year. He really killed it. And then you got Devon Achane, who is another speedster. Smaller back, again, 170 pounds. This is what I tell y'all about when you're talking about running backs. Everybody who played running back, raise your hand. That played running back. When I tell y'all about workhorse running backs, space backs, Mona, your mic is off. Mona, what are you saying?
Does powder puff football count?
I mean, hey, it's competitive. Hey, I've seen that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Do you ever watch girls play powder puff football in high school? I'm gonna tell you something. I got knocked out my senior year. Yeah, I mean, she grabbed me by the jersey trying to grab my flag and body slammed me in my head. I was knocked out. So,
now imagine getting hit by T.J. Watt or Myles Garrett.
We're not even close to what some of these small running backs are either.
Yeah. So you got they got a little bit of depth over there.
I'm trying to say
Wayne said I played running back in middle school and high school. I did too. We were pretty good. 2 state championships. So he's out. So Achan he's a game time decision. Let me get that next slide, Mona. Achan, they're kind of a 1-2 punch.
Sorry, I was trying to turn my alarm off.
Yeah, you're good. This guy here, he came on the scene, but again, he's a little back. I was telling everybody last year when he was running all over the place, I'm like, that's great until somebody gets a hold of him. I'm going to say it one more time. Football is a big man's game. Are there some guys that kind of break the mold? Yes. Generally, just like they want certain things from a quarterback. They want you to be about 6'3". They want you to have certain size hands. They want you to weigh about 215 to 220 pounds. Running backs too. They want you to be about 5'9", hopefully over 200 pounds. If you get to 220, 230, Najee Harris 240, Derrick Henry 250. They want you to be a little bit bigger.
Najee's not even 240 now. I'd say he's about 230, 235.
He's not 170 pounds.
No, he's not.
You know what I'm saying? So
he runs like a bull in a China cabinet.
That's what I'm saying. This guy here, world-class speed, 4.3. If he gets an open field, he's gone. But if he gets hit and you start trying to give him I would give this guy 10 to 12 carries, maybe 15 touches, reverses, something like that. But if you try
I remember how small Jamal Charles and Morton Dunn were.
Jamal Charles, I watched him play. He played at the University of Texas. He was close
built differently, but he didn't weigh that much. He was
200 pounds. He was around 200 pounds. He was a lot. He was about 195 to 200 pounds. But he was, again, a speedster. I remember Jamal Charles when he was at the University of Texas. He played with Vince Young and them when they beat USC.
I have to look it up because I just
195.
He was 5'9", 187 pounds.
That's not 168.
Well, and I agree.
Yeah,
that's still small as far as running backs go.
That's
especially in today's day and age. I'm sorry about my camp guys.
It's and guys like that. I'm not saying they can't play, but if you try to line them up and play and have them carry the ball 25, 30 times, they're going to break. That's just what it is, Warwick Dunn was small too, but again, he was in a committee. Don't forget, he was in a committee with Mona. You did a diehard breakdown of him. His running partner, Mike Allstott. They had a little 1-2 punch thing going on over there. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. At the game coming on in about 30, 35 minutes. So
about 20 minutes. Well,
it's at 6:15. It's at 8:15. 8:15. So we got a little bit of time. We got about 30. So 8:15. That's kickoff. So Moni, your thoughts on the game? What are you expecting tonight? So look, right now there's only one winless team in the AFC East. We got a 3-way tie for first place. This week 2. Patriots won, beat the Bengals. Dolphins won. Bills won. Jets lost. Jets are in last place right now. So this when you start having those division games, they kind of matter because it's you don't want to fall. You can fall behind very fast when you're trying to make up. Last year the Bills, they were like 6 games behind the Dolphins, and they made a furious comeback, and the Dolphins had a lot of injuries and stuff like that. But you can fall behind really quick. You don't want to lose to division rivals. Mona, what are you expecting from anything that you saw last week and last week's games that you caught your eye that you think might be a factor in this game?
Well, I think the biggest factor that you've got to look at in this game, the Buffalo Bills can run the ball. Miami has increasingly had problems stopping the run. But the Bills used to have a great passing game, and they used the run to open up that pass. Now they don't have that great, outstanding receiving core that they had before. So now they're depending a little bit more on that running game to help get them, especially once they get, into the 25, into the red zone area of the field. So I think that Buffalo going into Miami, I think Miami has an advantage because it's at home. But I'm still at a toss-up on this game. If Mostert was healthy, the thing is right now we don't even know if Achane is going to be playing. So that makes the Dolphins one-dimensional. They have the passing game. Bill's defense are not going to just allow Tua to stay in the backfield and throw the ball. They're going to get after him.
You know who's the leading sacker? You know who's the leading sacker after week 1, right?
No, I don't.
Gregory Rousseau.
Well,
3 sacks last week. 3 sacks last week. So you better get rid of the ball. I interviewed Greg
if that calls hadn't been made in that Falcon game, it would probably be TJ Watt. So, but that being said,
yeah.
I don't know if Miami done anything really to build up that offensive line better than it was last year. I don't know that they have. But not having Mostert in that backfield kind of makes – and Achane is not Mostert. We know this. Achane is not a type of back that's going to be able to carry the workload. He can't do it. What is it? Jeff Wilson Jr. is the next backup. So –
And the rookie, Jalen, I can't think of his last name. They picked him up in third round pick. They really like him a lot.
I see some trick plays. I think you're going to see some trick plays and maybe some a lot. I think maybe even some play action passing quite a bit to open up the long throw. Because we know that Tua is one of the most accurate down the field passers in the league. He was voted that last year. He's got Waddle, he's got Hill. Who's that other receiver?
They picked up Cedric Wilson. They got Odell.
And they still have a BJ, and they just paid him.
Odell, he's out. He's on short-term IR. I don't know when he's coming back. I know they got Cedric Wilson, and then they picked up Jonnu Smith at tight end. They got rid of Mike Gesicki and got Jonnu Smith. Bills, they're totally revamped over there. Last week,
wait a minute. They're not revamped because they still have not really addressed the wide receiving core. Now, granted, they've got some guys who stepped up last week, but you also got to take out with a grain of salt of who they played against.
That's true. I'm talking about they went. Let's not say revamp because revamp just means they changed it up. They did spend a high draft pick on Keon Coleman. Yep. I like the Keon Coleman pick. Now he's not a burner. I think he ran like a 4.6. I want to see more. I had big hopes. I got him on all of my fantasy teams. Dalton Kincaid. I need to see more for him. You spent the first round pick on him. If I spend the first round,
Robert later said retooled. That's the word.
That's good answer. Yeah, that's a lot. But I want to see more from Dalton Kincaid. I'd like to see James Cook get the ball a little bit more. I'd like to see Ray Davis get more carries. What I don't want to see is some of what I saw last week. Josh Allen. Look, it's the gift and it's the curse. I know everybody likes to see him, hopping over people and stuff. He nearly broke his wrist last week. He got upended when he scored that touchdown. He jumped over and messed up his non-throwing hand. They had to tape up his wrist. I don't want my quarterback doing that. Look, you gotta pick and choose and be selective when you take off. That's part of your game. That's what makes you special. He's a big mobile guy. I like the fact that he, when he gets in trouble, he sees something, he takes off. He's a big guy. He's not somebody that I would imagine is very fun to try to tackle in the open field if you're a cornerback or a smaller player. But I'd like to see him distribute the ball a little bit more. Get the ball to Curtis Samuel. Get the ball to Kyer Elam. Get the ball to – I want to see more Dalton Kincaid this week. I want to see a whole lot more Dalton Kincaid. He's a first-round pick. You know, for me, he's the best receiving option on that team. I want to see a lot more of him. I'd like to see more 2 tight end sets. See him and Knox out there at the same time. So we'll see. For me, Mona, I want to echo what you said. I want to see what happens with Achane. That's big. That is very big. Yes. What's going to happen? What happened with that? Let me see here. Mahomes learned in 2019 season to play hero ball with his body when he dislocated his knee, trying to do a quarterback sneak. Need to see more Kincaid and Cook, and Shakir will be the X factor. I'm with you, Dalton. I want to see more Dalton Kincaid. I think this is a Dalton Kincaid type game, intermediate passing game. Josh Allen taking off a couple of times, and look. Gregory Rousseau, unleash him. This guy here, I interviewed him on the Miami Pro Day. People forget how much of a factor he was coming into the league. He was second in the nation behind Chase Young. The guy has skills. I think we're kind of finally starting to see those pass rushing skills a little bit more from Ed Oliver. And look, you got to put heat. You got to put heat on Tua. You cannot let Tua sit there and just pat the ball and let Tyreek and Waddle run down the field. If you do that, you're going to be in trouble. You just cannot do that. So that's what I expect. I expect it to be a close game. I expect them to both play hard. I think Miami's tired of the stigma of kind of being the little brother in the division. I think that they really are tired of hearing about that. I know Jay Renaud is tired of the the little brother in the division. I know he's tired of that. So we'll see what's up. We want to do scores? Are we going to do a score, Mona?
Sure. I'm looking and seeing the injury report to see if they've said anything about Achane. I am not seeing anything.
Yeah, I think it's good. They said they were going to work him out on a pregame workout, just kind of have him run, warm up. That's what they usually do. They let you go out there, run around, test the knee, test the ankle, whatever's going on. It literally said it's a game time decision. I think he's going to go out there and warm up. He's probably warming up right now, and we'll get our answer. So I'm going to give 2 scores. I think Miami wins. I think Miami wins here. I just think Miami has the better overall team. I think the Buffalo Bills still have a problem with speed. They had a problem with speed when Tyreek was with the Chiefs. They just could not do it. He's single. He would be throwing up the peace out sign. And I think Jeff Wilson Jr. for a game. Let's not forget Jeff Wilson, when him and Mostert used to be with the 49ers. They were the starting backfield for the 49ers. He comes over here. He doesn't have a lot of wear and tear because Mostert and Achane were carrying the ball, getting all the lion's share last year. I don't think there were some healthy scratches for Jeff Wilson Jr. I think the rookie kid plays. I think they'll do enough to hold it down. Then I think Tyreek's going to be Tyreek. I could see Tyreek with couple of touchdowns, maybe 80 yards, maybe to 80 to 100 yards, couple of touchdowns, a long touchdown. I think you see some stuff from Waddle. And I just think Tua wants to really kind of get over this hump with that, But I expect it to be a dogfight. I expect it to be a close game. I'm going to say 24-21. Jason Sanders kicks the game-winning field goal and the Dolphins win. What you got?
What score?
24-21.
Wow. I think that Miami's going to be one-dimensional.
Okay.
And I just don't trust Miami's defense on stopping the run. And the one thing that they do have right now is the Bills do have a running game. and I do like Shakir. I'm going with the Bills.
Ooh.
In a shocker. And I'm going to say 24-21 Buffalo.
Okay. Well, you know what? Just because Mona's been doing so good, hell, I might change my pick. No, I'm just playing. I'm going to still roll with it. So, yeah, that's about it right there. I expect a close game.
Hey, the only thing about HM playing is we know he's not 100%. That's the reason why he was game time decision. And I just don't know if he's going to be able to give enough to make the difference in Buffalo stopping. They're not going to have to really, because Bills have a problem stopping the run. But they're really not going to be facing Mostert, which is who they really have a problem stopping. So I'm going with Buffalo, 24-21 Buffalo.
Okay, we got the same score, but two different outcomes for the game. Look, guys, make sure y'all go. If you haven't, I'm not telling you to do it right now. Make sure you make your pick. Don't miss out on your pick.
Yep.
Wait, look and see. I'm about to go and see. I'm about to go see what the injury report is and go from there, though. But make sure y'all do y'all score. Me and Mona will be back. We'll be back tomorrow for the preview the rest of the game.
Yep.
And we'll be right back here. So y'all enjoy the game. We'll see y'all in a little bit. I'll be checking your picks and stuff like that, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all tune in, okay? Like I told you, nothing long today. We'll have our regular 2-hour show tomorrow. We'll be kicking up dust. All right. Good luck to everybody. See ya.
Funds low, sundown, the sun up. All I want is the cash. Now, homie, run me the stash. Put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy.